here's how we attach any shape or eye or flat applique to our little projects that we've been working on. So we've got our long yarn tail. We're going to stick it through our yarn tapestry needle, and I'm going to place it on his little booty because that doesn't have anything on it yet. So we're doing a wraparound stitch work, so that means we will do one stitch on the applique and then one stitch into what we're working with. In this instance, it's a body. So I'll do one stitch in here going through the edge of it, and I can use a crochet hook to pin it to where I'm sewing it, just so that it doesn't move around a whole bunch. We're going to turn him. And so I will take my tapestry needle and I will go into the body, and you want to just make sure that the body stitch that you do, the one body stitch you go into, comes around and matches up with the stitches that you're using on the applique. So we've got one stitch in the body. We'll go through both stitches on this heart, and we're just wrapping it around. And you don't want to do it too tight, otherwise it puckers and bunches weird, but you can help that by not pulling it so tight. And just being aware of what you're doing. Go through the next stitch on the heart. Next stitch on the body. There. And if it starts to bunch, you can tug on it a little bit because there's still some slack. We'll go through the stitches here. Stitch on the body. Go around. Like that. We just went in there, so stitch on the body. Stitch on the heart. Don't necessarily, I guess depending on how secure you want it to be, you don't have to hit every stitch, because it's just gonna sit on top. So like I went in here and I don't necessarily need to do this one. I can skip it. You just use an eyeball for that on what you want to do. Okay, and so here's the point of the heart. So I just want to make sure that I help make that happen. By pulling this part a little tighter if you're trying to maintain shape. Okay, into the stitch of the body. Oh, that came off. And then you'll go around here again. Just keeping an eye on where the body and your shape line up. Okay. Oops. This might happen to you a lot. because as you can see, I'm kind of running out of yarn tail, and that's okay. That happens if you don't pay attention a little bit to how much you're actually cutting. Okay, I'm on my last couple of stitches around. And we'll go into the body again. If you do have your yarn tail getting too short, a trick that I've kind of tried to do is start the needle in where I want it to go and then thread it again this way, so that you've already done most of the work and you just need to put the yarn through it. So like that, and that helps make up for the last little bit that you're doing. Okay, I think after this one I would say that it's pretty much secure everywhere. I didn't pull it too tight anywhere because it's still maintaining its heart shape. I'll take that out now, we don't need it anymore. Wiggle, wiggle. Okay, and then when you are ready to fasten it off, you can make a knot and then weave in the ends by going around like you have been with the other projects. So taking your yarn and pulling it through to secure it. Like that. Totally pull the yarn through here to knot it off. Make a nice little knot. Okay, and now we're going to weave in the ends. I'm going to have it go through the heart and kind of hang out there. Since I secured it well enough, it should pull nicely. Oops. And stay there. If you've noticed anywhere is kind of puckering weird, you can take your tapestry needle and kind of fluff it a little bit, and that will help with it. But other than that, pull this tight, cut close to stitch work, and there you go.